Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Podsmoker's Bible. My name is Zion. I'm the author of the Podsmoker's Bible, which contains the prophetic book of Zion, where I get my name and authority. It comes from the Ketuvim, or Old Testament, of the Hebrew Bible. I use the King James Version of the Christian Bible to put together the prophecy of Israel from the scattered testimony of the various prophets of what we call the Old Testament. And in order to publish it, I had to write the Potsmoker's Bible. And unfortunately, today is probably going to be the last day that I'm going to be online. I got that terrible notice yesterday from the cable company saying that I'm behind and I've got to get hold of them. And of course, I can't pay the bill because I totally exhausted myself working at a truck stop, feeding a bunch of idiots that refuse to wear masks, and I got COVID-19. On top of exhaustion, the COVID is gone, but I'm still exhausted, and I just don't have the strength to go back to work. And unfortunately, my roommate doesn't have a job, and so we have no income. Unemployment's not there yet. It's like they're trying everything they can not to let me get on that. But that's beside the point. Because, it's like I quit my job because exhaustion wasn't, yeah. Okay, I couldn't go to the doctor. They're too busy right now to diagnose me from exhaustion. I got the COVID test, but I was one of those negative positives. It's like I tested positive the next day. I was sicker than fuck. And then my roommate got sicker than fuck. All COVID, except for, of course, the exhaustion, which I'm still dealing with. But with my roommate having quit his job and me not being able to work, and unemployment being in the works, there's just no money coming in. No money to pay the cable bill. But this is part of the course for me. Because as I've told you on previous videos, I have been going through a never-ending series of roller coaster rides from hell, what I call my passage. And as I alluded on my last blog episode, that this is the last round of my passage. I'm back at bottom ground. Literally bottom ground. 2 weeks from now, I got no idea how I'm not even going to have water because I don't have the money to pay the water bill. And believe me, the water bill comes before the cable bill, even though I'm trying to save the world with the cable. But that's it's not a thing. Because you see, I've already done everything that I have to do. I've done my part. So me going offline is not going to bother me because I know I've already done what I'm supposed to do. Now it's up to you. I can't be Zion unless you find me, listen to actually what I have to say, and take a chance. I'm not asking you to believe me. Belief is for idiots and fools. But what I am asking you to do is to give me and the Gray a chance to prove to you that we're both legitimate, that we are who we say we are, and that we are doing what we say we are doing. Now, like I said, I've done everything that I'm required to do. If you want to verify that, my friends, get out your Bible or go find a Bible. But if you're going to read the Bible and you've never read it before and you use drugs, please do us all a favor. Start with the book of Psalms. Read from the book of Psalms to the end of the Old Testament, the book of Malachi. Everything about our life is contained within that section of the Ketuvim, the Bible. And it tells you everything that I've done in order to prepare the way for Zion. Like I said, I've already done it. So when you no longer see my videos coming out every day. Know that I'm in just as dire straits as everybody else is. Or I should say, for the first time in my life, everybody else is on my page. Because I've always been broke. I've always been destitute. I've always been at bottom ground. But you know, when you're at the bottom, there's only one way to go, and that's up. And up for us ah, is such a beautiful up. Just smoke a bowl. You'll know what I mean. Because there is no better feeling on this earth than being high in the presence of the gray. Because they can give you so much more than an empty sermon from a preacher can. They're real. I'm not asking you to believe anything, except for what we already know is true. There's this book. We call it the Old Testament, or the Ketuvim, or the Bible. And it contains a prophecy about a woman who will change the world. How does she change the world? She follows the instructions given in this book, which is exactly what I've done. And by doing so, I have set the stage for reality to play out according to prophecy. Now, when I say I set the stage, I did that back in 2015. Okay? That was when the stage was set. Because that was when I established myself as Zion in a court of law without the use of money, defending my right to use and sell a plant called marijuana. That's what the prophecy said I had to do, and that's exactly what I had to do. It also said that I would go to prison for it. They gave me the choice to go on probation or go to prison. I chose to go to prison. I told them flat out, if you want me to not smoke my sacred marijuana plant, then you go ahead and put me in prison, because that's the only way that you're going to keep me from getting high, because it's what I believe, it's my religion. And here in America, that's supposed to be a sacred right. I turned the tables on them. Now the Constitution is on my side. And they have fallen. They've already fallen. The next couple of months will bear that out. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be around online to give you hope to get through this. But I will be giving you all of my energy, empowering you all with my being. Because I'm not asking you to believe anything, okay? Belief is for fools. And, and I'm a lot of things. A fool is one of them. I am a fool. But not because I believe a bunch of people who piecemeal together a religion out of bits and pieces of the testimony of the prophets. That's what Christianity is. I follow the prophecy itself. Every line, every precept. I fulfilled every stipulation of that prophecy. There's absolutely nothing that I have to do in order for this to play out the way God intends it to play out. And when I say God, I mean gray. Because I'm not talking about the old-fashioned way of believing in God as these all-powerful beings that will condemn you to hell or blah, blah, blah. No, I'm talking about those who from the heavens came, the gray, the true God of the earth. I speak on their behalf. And even though I may be offline for a while, it's okay. I'm still breathing. They are still waiting. And now it's your turn. My work apparently is done. You are now set the task. Find your way to Zion. Find the truth of prophecy. Find me. And let's go camping. Because that's the next thing on my to-do list. I've already published peace. Now it's just time for us to go camping. The simplest thing. So, on 420, our New Year's Day, the day that we alone chose for ourselves, I'm going to be here in York, Nebraska, and I'm hoping that all of you who want to be free, who want to have alien contact, who are tired of Trump and Biden and the American lie, you'll come to York, Nebraska, the crossroads of America, and you'll pitch your tents. Because when you start pitching your tents, don't believe me, I'll be there with bells on, waiting patiently for my beautiful people to come to the call of Zion, to come to the call of freedom, to come to the call of, I don't give a fuck about your money anymore, motherfuckers. Take your money, line your pockets, drowned in the oceans as they rise. But me and my friends, who want nothing more out of life than to have a good life, a good time, with love and friendship and unity, and peace for all, where no one goes hungry, no one sleeps on the streets, no one is ever truly alone, or without the means to survive and thrive. If you want to live in a society where your worth and value is determined only by your talents and your willingness to work, come to Zion. Come to York, Nebraska on 420. Bring everything you own, all your camping gear, enough food to last for as long as it takes to to grow a garden. Because we're going to go camping. We're going to strike. We're going to strike against money, against corporate politics, against police brutality, against the lie that is America. And we're going to hold a solemn assembly where we are going to call upon the great to come to earth, to befriend us, defend us, and prove to every person on this planet that potheads are not what you think we are. We are worthy of God because God created us in His own image to be the, the bridge between God and men. So, this may be my last airing, but it doesn't mean that I'm done. I'm only waiting for you to put me on that stage so that I can defend you and protect you and guide you and bring you closer to the gray, who are the true gods of the earth. They're waiting. They're right above us, waiting for us to hold a solemn assembly, to invite them to come to earth openly, so that no one on earth can dispute the fact that they were invited to come here, that they came not as conquerors, but as a father looking for his children, protecting and guiding them, and keeping them from all harm. So, don't despair if you don't see me around anymore, because just because you don't see me doesn't mean I'm not real. So may the gray watch over you, guide you, protect you, and keep you from all harm. May they teach you right from wrong. May you be worthy of them. May your thoughts, words, and deeds reflect truth, good, and light, the unicorn way. Find your joy and pursue it. Make that your guild choice. If you use drugs, stay happy and high. You have every right and reason to. Believe me, I know. I wrote the books. Now, this may be my last video. I'm going to try to do some more before I get cut off. But No, I love you way too much to ever say goodbye. So I will always say later.